It's Monday. It's beers. It's Monday Night Beers. Number 14. What is that?
Big 1-4.
Yeah. Pop Man has returned from Michigan.
Yes.
You want to regale us with what flying in an airplane is like these days?
It is a nightmare. I don't plan on doing it again. Well, yeah. I hate flying anyway. It drives me crazy. One thing, I got through security super fast. It was only like 2 or 3 minutes. But a lot of people aren't wearing masks, even just walking around the airport, which I wasn't too worried. Which I'm not too worried about because I can keep my distance. But it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Anyway, so I'm flying Spirit, which is a sardine can to begin with, and probably 80% full flight. I got in, wiped down my seat, wiped down the seat back in front of me. Didn't take the mask off the whole time, even no eating, no drinking, hand sanitizer throughout the flight. And the way there wasn't too bad because the way there's only like a 3.5-hour flight, but the way back is like 5. And I was surrounded by people who weren't wearing their masks. And they're talking, like one guy is right here and the other guy is and they're like talking to each other through. And I go, hey guys, come on. And they were like, ugh, ugh, ugh. And then and I just started thinking about being surrounded by these people who aren't wearing masks, and then the door closed, and I was legit like almost about to have like a panic attack because I got to sit here for fucking 5 hours. I can't take my mask off. I can't eat. I can't drink. I just have to sit here, and I was just redlining stress the entire time. So when I finally got off the plane, I was just like, I'm not doing that again unless I have to.
It's funny, dude. Like, because of all the flying that I've done in the last few years, I get these emails from all the airlines. And every one of them, except for probably, even Southwest, but everybody but Spirit had like sent at least one email like, here's what we're doing, here's how we're cleaning, here's what we're requiring. Spirit don't give a fuck.
Yeah, because in fact, I got the exit row. So the flight attendant comes in to ask you if you can do the exit row, and this motherfucker isn't wearing a mask. So he's leaning in. So I'm like just doing like this, and he goes, sir. He goes, sir. I go, yes. Like he's just like leaning in and talking to me without his mask on. It's like, I'm trying to not get this shit. And anyway, next time I have to travel, I'll just rent a car, take the train or something.
That's what I looked at. Because I wanted to go home for a bachelor party at the end of July. And, I thought about this a month and a half ago. And it came time to buy tickets, and Pop Man's experience, I'm like, I can't do it. I can't wrap my head around it mentally. I'll be having nightmares like for weeks thinking about it because I already hate to fucking fly.
Yeah, it would have been fine. Like, I think it's pretty, from like what I've read, as long as I did all the shit you got to do, I think I'm fine. But it's just like you can't even drink, you can't eat, you can't do anything. So you're just sitting there straight, and all these people just don't care, and they're just, I don't know. It's crazy, but whatever.
Motherfucking Burns, you're starting to get that. You're starting to get that psychedelic.
That's some, baby.
Where's that coming from, Larry?
Yep, you're good.
Gnarly Mingstein wants to know, what do you use for your hair? It's luxurious.
Whatever my girlfriend buys.
Mayonnaise.
I think right now it's Suave.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I just use it till it's gone. And then she buys whatever she's feeling next, and we use the same product because we both got long hair.
Yeah,
it's a good time.
You put some VO5 in there?
Nah, I just do I'll probably wash every 3 days. Depends. If I got some. Well, when I used to be able to go out, I'd be able to time it to where I could look badass. Not frilly and shit, but I've lost that technique.
You gonna try the Big Ed mayonnaise gimmick? You see Big Ed soaking his head with mayonnaise?
I'm good on that, dude. I don't want my neck to shrink if I start doing that or something.
It's one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen.
Don't waste your dukes, man.
Dude. Put on your hair. What's wrong with you?
What's the point of that? Just to make it? It's a treatment.
Like a treatment, so you don't have to, it just stays soft, I guess.
Just conditioner, dude.
Less breakage. Well, Big Ed likes mayonnaise.
He doesn't do Dapper Dan. He's not a fop. He just likes the fucking mayo.
So you leave the mayo in?
I think you wash the mayo out and then you just you have silky smooth hair.
Because that's got to start to fucking smell. That's eggs and shit in there. You're gonna have.
Oh yeah, you gotta
attracting flies. Go outside.
Rotten egghead. What kind of beer are you drinking, Pop?
I had a Modelo, but I got the Voodoo Ranger.
Nice.
9%. That's a strong beer.
Yeah, well, it's these are strong times.
Dan Wilkin wants to know pizza, thick crust or thin?
Well, I could go. I feel like I'm pretty wide open on pizza. Whenever people get into arguments on pizza, I'm like, I take all comers, really. But I guess I'll go thin because then you can eat more.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I love Detroit pizza and Chicago deep dish, if I can only have one piece, and, I like session pizza.
Mm-hmm.
I like the activity. Like you're watching a movie, I want to have like a bunch of little slices, or I like squares. I like Chicago South Side square pizza with real thin cracker crust, and it's just, you got like a million pieces. You get to have little bites here and there, as opposed to just eating cake with cheese on it.
Gnarly.
I go thin, man. I don't hate the thick, but it's just like you guys said, I like to enjoy it. Not just like one thick ass piece and feel all slumped. I like to do like 3 at a time, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Take a little break in between, have a few drinks, get another one when it gets colder.
And I adore a New York good old fashioned thin crust, like big piece. And that's we subsisted on that for a portion of our food.
A lot of slices, dude. A lot of slices. Find like a $2 slice and you're working.
That was it. That was the move for me. Like 5 or 6 days a week was get out of work, on the way to a show, get a cheese slice that cost $2 because those places that were like $2.50, I'd walk right out. I'd be like, we got an agreement here. Hit the slice, and that was my dinner.
You get out of all throughout step. Get out of work, get a coffee, get a slice, go sit down somewhere, work on your shit, and then you go drink some beers, and then you come home and get a Jamaican beef patty.
Yep, that's it. That's all you need then.
Yeah.
Simple times.
I got to say though, I'm going thin too. If I have to select one, it's obviously case by case. Like if we're doing a fucking Detroit style, or the thing about deep dish, I don't consider that thick crust because it should just be a lot more shit. But it has an even crazier effect probably than eating a piece of thick crust pizza. But there was one time, and Bernsey, maybe I got a bad one, dude, but we got a Pequod's one time when we were in Chicago for a show for We Watch Wrestling. And that thing had a big fucking crust on it. And I was like, I don't know if we ordered the wrong thing or if we got a bad deal because everyone's all Pequod's. I'm like, fucking Lou Malnati's is an actual deep dish pizza. This Pequod thing was a fucking cardboard box with some pepperoni on top.
I will tell you what happened. See, Rido and I, full agreement that Pequod's was the best in Chicago. That was our favorite pizza. Never went there together though. And like years passed, like 5 or 6 years passed. We don't even live there. We live here. And Brido talks about how his favorite deep dish is Pequod's. And I was like, dude, I never had the deep dish. I only got like the thin crust, like regular pizza. There are 2.
That's funny.
You probably got the deep dish, not what you wanted, just a thick, bready kind of vibe to it.
Yeah, it was not like, deep dish is not a thick crust. It just has a bunch of stuff laid in, right?
Yeah.
Pequod's was like a crust and then some shit on top of it. It was janky, dude. It was not good.
A little different. Yeah. I got the regular thin, but
I did enjoy Pizzapopolis back in Detroit as far as deep dish goes.
Definitely.
When I worked at Blue Cross, I ate their lunch probably 3 times a week in Greektown there, but that's good. That's my take.
We don't get any hot heat for these takes. These pizza takes.
It's so funny. Like we all have totally normal takes, so it's not even. It's like yeah, pizza's cool.
I don't watch a lot of like Barstool stuff. It's all. But that dude, the Dave Portnoy guy, he does those pizza reviews, and he's made a whole more so than any of the sports shit that gets attention. That guy just goes to different pizza places, has this gimmick where he judges this pizza, and That's it. And it's huge. People are so fucking diehard.
I wish I had been a little more internet savvy like 10 years ago. And you could just be like, oh, I review pizzas. And now
You
I'm
built an
like,
empire.
I go on YouTube and I go to this fucking pizza place. And now I'm like, I can just tell that whatever.
Yeah, there's so many niches that you just had to get in there first and start grabbing bags. And now it's like, if I started something like that, it'd just be like Burns's pickle channel. You know,
And
2 followers, one's gnarly, and you guys don't even look at it.
Some family member of mine is like, whatever happened to Jesse? Oh, he's got a pizza review empire. He's like 400 pounds and he just fucking eats pizza all day.
oh,
There's
God.
a dude, Daddy, who Matt does Chili's, who his whole gimmick on Instagram is just going to as many Chili's as possible.
That's great.
That's his whole thing.
Maybe the brain cells burn quickly, but this 4th of July here seemed, and maybe it was because the actual like professional municipal displays were canceled, but it seemed far more intense than any other year that I have spent in LA. It was like, from a certain point, it was just like a constant background of explosions.
Yeah, you know, we have in our place, we have a little courtyard because the building is like a U. And I went out to smoke at like 1 a.m. The whole thing was filled with smoke. It was like a fog had rolled in because there's just so much fireworks smoke.
It was so loud. It sounded like, I lived in a fucking war zone, and the term that everyone says, sounds like fucking Beirut, and like, I got that from so many people. You said that.
I said it too, yeah.
It's the perfect description. But yes, and usually I'll, I turn my music down, apartment building, I got neighbors and shit, don't want to be rude, but it was so fucking loud that I didn't want to watch TV because I couldn't hear the fucking movie.
Yeah.
I just left music on because I'm like, no one's going to be able to hear, you listen to Jodeci over the fucking gunfire that's going on.
Yeah, you're listening to like Jodeci, like Whitesnake. And your neighbor's like, first the fireworks, now the white snake.
Always the white snake.
Where we're at, I didn't see hardly anything. I could only hear it. But then I saw a video that someone took. It looked like sort of up by the Greek or something where you can kind of look out over. And it was just like constant,
Yeah,
which is what it sounded like, but.
There's that helicopter shot that was on the news. That's insane. And
That was so cool.
Out of my bedroom window, I could just see Burbank, and Burbank looked like a fucking fireworks display.
Gnarly, you've been down here much longer than any of us, dude. Is this, did it seem more intense this year or was just business as usual?
I think I'm just used to it.
Yeah.
Because usually, like, shit starts popping like mid-June. You hear fireworks every night because everyone's fucking selling them already.
Right.
Then as a kid, that's what I love doing, just getting your hand on an M80. Let's go light this shit up real quick. Middle of the street when it's quiet too, but boom.
Yeah, I lived on a cul-de-sac, and that was, all the neighbors, just old school neighborhood type vibe, and everyone came out. Lawn chairs, hot, like lime green with woven lawn chairs, just scattered all about. People run what you brung, everyone brought like a potluck of shit. You light it all off and sweep up the street afterwards. Looked like just a disaster zone.
Yeah, dude. As my wife pointed out, dude, no kids, no dog. Who fucking cares? It wasn't bothering us at all,
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it was still intense,
I had a tree fall down in front of me. No, I didn't see it, but I think it happened while I was grilling during the day. Like, we heard something, and the kids out front were like, that wasn't a firework. And Reno was like, did you hear that? I'm like, nah, it's fine. I take out the trash in the morning, and there's a Hyundai with like a big-ass branch on it. And I was like, oh,
no.
that's probably what that shit was.
I enjoyed it. I drug my my recliner chair, the golden chair that Gnarly sits in, in back 6 months ago or whenever this shit started.
What's that chair, dude?
But I just opened up my door wall and pulled up like Pop Man in the old spot and just sat there and just listened to it.
Right on. Rob Lobster, big old Rob Sacuzo up there in fucking Northern California would like to know, what is your favorite game to play at the casino?
Ooh, It's like picking your favorite child.
No, roulette. For me, it's roulette. 100%. It's a blessing and a curse. You go up and down very quickly, but that's my game.
I think I like poker is my favorite, but it's not very social. So I don't really play it that much when I'm hanging out with friends, unless everybody's doing something else or going to bed. I like sports betting and blackjack. Those are my favorite.
Yeah. Sports
betting,
Keno, man. Keno's the dead man's game. You can be a gambler.
Sports betting is easy for, fun for me. But I have to say my favorite, and it has to be with the pop, man. I'm not going to play without pop by my side. Is blackjack with pop next to you is a good fucking time because I don't know shit, and it takes the stress off. I'm just like pop, and you just double down, keep this.
Oh, so yeah, do that double, increase your bet, double, whatever, split.
And I made nice money last time.
Yeah.
We were there for Christmas.
Send me my cut.
I'll buy it. After I bought you cold beer.
Blackjack rules. I love blackjack. It's fun.
That's
a
the game.
$5 table at Hooters at like 3 a.m. The Hooters Casino. It's a good hang.
Simple,
Or even like $25 sometimes. When I'm feeling saucy. You can come up real quick. You're doing 25 a hand. Win like 4 hands in a row. Up that bet each time. I was up at one time 325, and I lost it all in like 5 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Terrible.
Let It Ride is fun. It's not a very smart game to play, but if you can hit pretty big if you get lucky, and it's back at the Canada days, I won a few times playing Let It Ride.
Mm-hmm.
For a little while there, a couple casinos were trying out a version of Texas Hold'em as a table game.
Yeah.
But I think that they must have realized that they weren't they weren't making what they needed to make because you can't find it now. But there was a period of time where you could sort of play like an abbreviated version of Texas Hold'em just at a table.
Okay.
What's Pai Gow?
It's like a version of poker.
It's fucked up though or something. It's like hard.
I haven't played that. One time I decided on the way to Vegas, on the plane, I was going to figure out how to play Baccarat. And then it just didn't really do it for me. And no matter what, you have to pay the dealer. Like you give the dealer money no matter what happens. And it didn't. Roulette, yeah. Roulette just gives you that fucking hit. It's either like you fucked up or you didn't fuck up, the way I play it at least.
Roulette. And also if you're short on dough, and you just want to kill some time and have a few free drinks, roulette's the perfect game.
Yeah.
Vince, I'm sure I told you, the last time we were there is at Binion's, and I was playing, and this one guy, sometimes the guys, they'll be putting the chips, they'll play the number, they're like, okay, let me put on a few more, And by the end, before he rolled, he had put a chip on every possible square. And then you can't take your phone out, but I wanted to get a picture of it. He literally bet on every fucking square the same amount. So you're going to lose, but he was just he had casino fever. He just put one on every single thing.
So when we were there, they didn't kick the extra point, the Seahawks.
Oh God.
I won like $300. And everyone else went off to go use the restroom, I think. And me and Pop were there, and I'm like, Pop, let's do this really quick before, Melissa comes back and says this is a bad idea. I put everything I had on red or black, and I forget. Again, I think I let Pop pick. And won all that money back, and then I think I just eased off the gas for the rest of the weekend.
Yeah. When I go to Vegas, my goal is to just pay for the trip and have fun. So, I try to just – it usually takes me a couple hours to even start gambling because I get so nervous because I don't want to get off to a bad start, and then I got to crawl back the whole weekend. I'm just trying to get up a couple hundred and then win like 500 and pay for the trip, and then
I've been there for the crawl, brother. I've been there for the crawl.
I've been up and I've been down.
I got yelled at because I was wasted, and I ended up sitting at one of the blackjack tables where you have to count the cards yourself and you can't show them. And the guy told me to leave, so I kept bending them. I was like, well, how am I supposed to fucking look at these? I wasn't supposed to pick them up, but he wanted me to peel it. And after the second time, I was like, dude, he's like, get the fuck out of him. I'm going, dude. Like, what do you want from me? Like, you count them. Like, why am I doing your job? Motherfucker.
Yeah, there's too many ways to play blackjack in the casino.
That same night too, this guy sat down at the table with me and my homie Justin, and he raised the minimum. It was like 25. He put it to 2,000, and he just looked at us with two chicks. He's like, "Oh, don't worry about that. Let's just keep lames away." Then he was like talking to the dealer, and he asked, I guess like, he was like a regular there, and he asked about the girls. He's like, "Oh, it's my future ex-wife." And I was like, "Fuck, this guy is cool, man."
Dude. What casino was that in?
I got the Palms.
Bellagio?
That's the Palms.
Oh, okay. Well, if this shit ever ends, Monday Night Beers is going to Vegas fucking straight away. And
We'll run a blackjack table, man.
As soon as it doesn't bug me out, I'm going to the Golden Nugget, man. See, I'm going to get the vaccine and then go straight to Burbank Airport.
That's right. Or eventually we'll just have to go in scuba suits or something.
Yeah.
They can't keep us away for too long. My creepy Uncle Sam, is there anything y'all are looking forward to in regards to the upcoming 60-game MLB season, which the fucking schedule just came out like in the last hour? We open up against Cincinnati. The Tigers do.
I kind of feel like it's not really going to happen.
Okay.
There's too many people testing positive and people are dropping out. And it's just going to, if it does, I feel like maybe you might get 20 games in and then everybody's testing positive and they might have to fucking cancel it again. I don't know.
I mean,
Some people aren't even playing.
Is the way they set the schedules up, right? I think everybody pretty much is going to be driving because they set it up, you're right. So you only play like teams that are pretty close to you geographically. Like I think Pittsburgh might be the furthest the Tigers go. So that might allow them to at least keep those 30 guys together, and then the other 30 that they're keeping somewhere else to pump in when someone gets it. I don't know.
But what about all this? There's a huge amount of living just to, even with no crowd, to run a clubhouse. Are all those people just living in the stadium or something for $15 an hour or something? I don't know.
Sounds great though.
Oh, I would love it if it happened. I don't know either if it's gonna.
No, I mean like that job.
Oh, the job.
Oh, yeah.
You just had
In the locker room. Just in the locker room.
place to sleep, and you just kind of stay in the ballpark, hang out there, and sit in the stands, drink beers at night, play on your phone. This sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I got nowhere to be. Let me just hang out.
Wearing all Nike.
You fold all the players' laundry, and then you get 3 hot dogs at the end of the night. And
I saw a video where they made the like the suites at Fenway into locker rooms, like individual locker rooms kind of thing. Which again, it's like that's kind of weird because those players are still going to have to, end up together on some level. But if we're thinking about it, the way I think the question is intended, I don't know. Like the DH in both leagues doesn't do anything for me. The fact that anybody can pitch at any time is like, if there's extra innings, a guy starts on second base. None of it is.
That's a real rule?
yeah, I hate that new rule. That's
a new rule? I haven't really been paying attention. That's fucking lame.
The second base thing?
Yeah.
I think it's because they're literally trying to
speed up everything?
They're trying to make the games go as fast as possible to somehow limit but it's like these guys are going to be all together no matter what.
Let's do no balls. Get rid of balls then. We'll just all have strikes.
All strikes.
They should have softball rules where it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. And if you hit a foul ball with 2 strikes, you're out.
Got to hit the plate.
As far as
there's a few other rules like that are in place just for this year to try to expedite games, but I don't.
It's going to be a wild 60 games is nothing. Somebody could just get hot like a pretty bad team, and I mean it's anybody's ball game.
Do you count that championship if you win it though? Is that something you brag about, or is that just because I've gone shit in my group chat with my friends of being like it doesn't count. It's 60 games, especially in our case, it doesn't count. I think it doesn't count for the Dodgers.
I feel like it's the Astros year, so.
We play them twice this season. And I was telling my buddy, Dan, wouldn't it be wild they beat the shit out of us? And we're like, damn.
I just want to see the Tigers tank, and we'll get the number 1 pick again next year, and then we'll maybe win 1 World Series before climate change wipes us all out.
It's beneficial for the Tigers. It's very beneficial. Hank, get that number 1, and then you're doubling up. And who's their number 1 pick they took this year?
Spencer Torkelson.
Yeah, it looks great. I mean,
Yeah.
just do that again.
It is. I was looking at our schedule. I think there's only like 2 off days the entire.
Yeah, it's like 60 games in however many days, but
Yeah.
So playoffs start in October again?
Um.
They're keeping like the same schedule?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let me look at this again real quick.
Like it's not going to bleed into November or December? Like full-on playoffs in November? That would be
September
sweet. 27th
is the Tigers' last game, so I imagine
Oh,
everyone's
so they just,
probably done
they
on
just
that Sunday.
compressed everything. I hate October.
Oh yeah, we got a
As
very.
sports go, like team sports, that's your best option. They're outside. You don't have a lot of close contact. You could even wear a fucking mask and play baseball.
yeah.
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 It's tough, but
The catcher wears a mask every game.
Mhm.
yeah.
I mean,
Sorry,
will say,
guys. I was just doing a joke. Sorry.
I will say of the Korean baseball that I've watched, like a lot of the other, like I've seen umps and base coaches and stuff wearing masks, But we
When's
shall see.
basketball supposed to start?
Basketball starts
Do they
around
have
the
a
same
date?
time, I think, as baseball, like the end of this month.
I know it's not essential thing that needs to happen, but I think there is some social benefit and brings joy to people. And I go to the grocery store like once a week, like, and I gotta fucking walk around to people all up in my shit that I don't know where the fuck they're from. Compare that. That's more dangerous than it is to be confined to a group of 30 guys.
Yeah.
Until those 30 guys all at night go wherever the fuck they want to go and do whatever they want to do, which hopefully won't. But yeah, who knows?
I think they got to fine them for that sort of thing. Like,
yeah, I don't know. Like it seems like NBA is keeping everyone in one place. Like everything's happening in Orlando or something.
mm-hmm.
But they seem like they have a little better chance. Although, baseball is much more socially distant than the NBA is. So maybe, who knows? Who fucking knows?
They should play NBA outside, man.
That'd be better. That's what the MLS guys.
No fans outdoors on a fucking like Rucker Park or something like that. That would be so good and exciting to watch.
And it's just like call your own fouls, pickup game, winner out, and then
That's what you talked about, Vince. You talked about like dudes playing pickup games. You heard about.
I got that. I saw that article. There was like Verlander and some baseball players have been just playing fucking sandlot games during.
They watched The Last Dance and they're like, "Damn, we should do that too." They're gonna make a documentary about this, and we could.
They all just wear street clothes. They go to like a high school field, and it's just like
bunch of cops playing baseball.
No helmet, 104 mile per hour pitches whizzing by the head.
Dude, I bet Verlander had like 2 short cut off jean shorts with his t-shirt tucked into it. Fucking
Brett Gardner being like, no.
Yeah. all of the white guys are wearing All Lives Matter shirts with their fucking
Well, I know the USA seems to be the fucking worst at shit, but has there been many positives in the fucking Premier League? Or are they just playing and nobody gets sick?
From what I've seen, there's been maybe nothing. I haven't been watching. Liverpool already won, so like I don't give a shit anymore. I tried watching them play Sunday, and they came out really flat, and I was like, you don't need to be watching this. You don't need to be mad. I'm playing Xbox still. I'm like, it's already over. They ended up still winning, but just unnecessary stress.
Yeah.
But I think they're good. They're already getting ready to start the next season. They're going to do that in September, I think. So they're giving these guys like not really a break. I think they get maybe like a month, and then the season starts again with no fans, which is going to be really weird.
If they play and there isn't other stuff, I think we need to have a Premier League fantasy league.
They have it every year, Burns. I just don't know how you do it, or like what the point is, or like I don't know. It's probably the same.
Yeah, it's very similar.
Probably like touches, completed passes.
Yeah.
As I text to you guys, I've said before, people saying the Lions are going to be good means the NFL season is going to happen. And then this weekend, I find out that I'm going to be drafting first in my fantasy league. This season of NFL football is not happening. It's official. No way.
Big first pick.
You going to take CMC or Saquon Barkley?
I got a lot of research to do before that, Burns. I would not be comfortable saying anything right now.
You got to go LaDainian Tomlinson.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
that would have been good.
Antonio Gates as well.
Vince, we talked about, you haven't addressed the haircut.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I said last week, I felt like I need to do something to try to break us out of this quarantine, and I really think this is what's going to do it when something happens here. But in the meantime, Georgia took the Clippers to my dome out on the fucking balcony, and we're one step closer to whatever's going to eventually happen.
You look cool.
You gotta hit
looks
this
good.
like Lions blue. Just like dye it real quick in that white spot.
Just for men, they need to start making some fucking fun colors, dude.
Those commercials would be sick.
Friend of the show and Monday Night Beer alum, Greg Johnson. Hello.
Vince, tell Greg I said hello.
I will. Hello. Number 1, DC might become a state. What are your top 3 favorite states? Number 2, how would you defeat Trump in a Prez debate?
3 favorite states.
Man.
I go California, Portland, and New York. No, not
Portland?
New York.
Portland?
Oregon.
Yes.
Oregon, Michigan, and California.
Okay.
No, I like Texas a whole lot though.
Texas is cool, man.
Yeah, Texas is a lot of fun.
I think if you went to Buc-ee's, it would be unanimous. You'd be saying Texas.
Well, the three states I've lived in are Michigan, New York, California. So I'll go different from those. And I'll say, let me think. I like Washington State was kind of nice when I went there once. Tennessee. I don't know. I guess I haven't been to enough states. I'll just, never mind. Forget what I fucking said. Michigan, New York, and California.
There you go. Well, we got to see the process. You showed your work. And
Least favorite state, Arizona.
Okay.
Sure.
My least favorite state is Indiana. And I would say if I was to deviate from New York, California, or Michigan, which I don't know if I would, I'd probably say Louisiana.
Oh, yeah, Louisiana's nice. I like New Orleans. Of what I remember of it.
Gnarly.
We'll go New York, Texas, and Illinois, just because of Chicago.
Yeah, I might go Michigan, California, Texas. I love Portland dearly, but going to Texas and eating like barbecue and shit, just driving around is. And I'm not, obviously our choices aren't politically aligned.
I was just thinking the same fucking thing, man. Nothing to do with the motherfuckers that live there and what they think.
We're talking landscape, and we're talking about grub.
We're talking accessible cold beers. We're talking landscape.
I mean, it's kind of Michigan part 2, but I have enjoyed Wisconsin too.
Yeah, Wisconsin's very nice. Oh, and now we got to decide how we're going to defeat Trump. What kind of fucking question is that, Greg?
I would ask him a bunch of my conspiracy stuff about Ghislaine Maxwell and Epstein and such.
See, this is how you got to beat Trump. Like Trump, well, if as far as beating him in a debate and getting him flustered, like Trump is a bully, right? And then liberals are like nerds, so they think you can like beat a bully by being like, Mr. President, the President of the United States. Like, okay, you have to like give it back to him and just be like, you are a fat old bitch who wears diapers or something. Like, it sounds mean, but that's what will make him
Flip
upset.
the script on
because
his ass.
if you're getting picked on, you have to give it back to them up here, and you can't just appeal to like their manners because they don't give a shit. That's all I'm saying. If you wanted to get them mad in a debate, you would just,
You gotta escalate it.
Any competent comedian could just fucking go off, and light them up real bad, make it a viral clip. Like, that's not I think I'd just throw a dirty baby diaper at him and then drop the mic and walk out.
It'd be like, Mr. Pop, how do you think your administration would deal with the deficit? And you'd just be like, well, unlike this orange bitch who likes to drink pee-pee, I would.
Drink pee-pee?
Well, like, it's just that when he does the handshake gimmick, where he does this, and then people are like, how? And then some French, like the French president is like, I'm not going to let him. Like, once you're playing that game, you are losing. You have to either just let him, like, I've met guys like that where they give you the super hard handshake and I'll just go extra limp. I'm like, all right, I'm like, do it, man. I don't give a fuck. Or you got to just, like, you can't, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You have to just escalate it or not care. And
It's
that's
just little baby hands, though. I think you go in hard with go for the web to web. You wait, and then you just clamp.
Give him the forearm one, the Viking handshake.
Forearm.
But I mean, once you're even engaging with that, you are losing.
Right.
Pop Man knows. Pop Man has stolen more lunch money off of kids.
Oh, please! I've never picked on anybody. I'm just trying to slip through I'm just talking about what do you got to do to make people not fuck with you. That's all I'm talking.
That's right. No, I know. I'm fucking around. Come on. Burns, what are you drinking? Jalapeno what?
Tanteo jalapeno tequila.
Oh, just neat.
Just neat. Just because just a little something.
Is it spicy?
It's has a really good jalapeno flavor and a little bite, but it's not brutal. That's from our friends at Tanteo Tequila.
I'm still selling that habanero one.
Tequilas, and wherever they're from.
Hashtag want to be sponsored.
We've benefited. We have a backdoor handshake deal.
Oh, great.
I am sweating my balls off in this bedroom, man.
Pop Man, the summer heat is upon us, dude. What are you gonna do?
Boy, well, the AC's on, but I keep the door shut because she's watching TV or something or whatever. I don't know. And then anyway.
Well, I think we did it, man. We sat down. We had some beers. Unless someone has something they want to add.
This is it. We don't have any other.
We only did like no other questions or concerns from the audience, but that doesn't mean that someone here doesn't have something they'd like to discuss.
I mean, we've only done 43 minutes. Looks like
43 minutes.
Oh, you're counting?
I can see on my clock on my.
Oh,
computer.
We do have. You know what? I'm fucked up because I forgot that we started on the half hour. Yeah, let's keep going. This is like at the roost. I can do another one if you can do another one.
I'm trying to save this show, man.
Last time I heard those words, Matt called out a word. Fucking Dubuchet.
I'm just leaning into the heat. Like, I'm just slathering myself with sunscreen, sitting out and just getting blasted. Probably real pink. Like, but in real life, I got kind of a decent tan going.
Hey, look good, dude.
It's from constant SPF 50 everywhere. And then I got 2 pool hangs in this weekend.
Nice.
I got a nice, 4th of July weekend at home with the no stress of, are we going to go somewhere? Are we going to do this? I wasn't mad at it. I did my cooking bullshit, and I hooked up all the beers and drinks I wanted, and I watched a ton of. I just gorged on movies. That's one of my favorite things. Is TNT, Turner, or IFC. They just rock.
Oh yeah,
action movies. And like you, Vince, I like the commercials. I like flipping the channel. I like that when I'm watching fucking Lethal Weapon 2 for the 7th time. When a commercial comes on, it's just that's phone time, or that's take a whiz or fucking go check your roast or something.
Mm-hmm.
I would be super sad, I think, if commercials just didn't exist anymore, because that's kind of the way that everything leans towards. Is how do we get rid of
it seems like vitamin D is very good as a defense mechanism against the virus, dude. So get that sunshine on your way.
So are cigarettes, according to some sources.
According to cigarette manufacturers.
Yeah, and me, hopefully.
Is it the cigarettes or is it the smoking?
I think it's the nicotine, and they're testing. There's some sort of chemical. It blocks the way the cells. But I don't know. But I'm just reading the headline and saying, okay, I can smoke.
What if it came out?
What's that?
What if it came out that the only real way to cure yourself or be safe is to smoke cigarettes? You know how excited I'd be? I still want them. Sometimes, usually I'm okay, but once in a while, like it's usually after like that second beer, like like right after this show, I'll have the urge, like I need something, and I'll take a few hits of weed, but like someone told me I had to start smoking cigarettes for my health, I'd be running to the Shell station right now.
Okay. I smoked so many cigarettes. Oh, sorry, good.
Go for it, dude.
I was saying I smoked so many cigarettes when I was back in Michigan. I was just sitting outside, and I did clean my parents' gutters, which was actually kind of like fun because you don't get to go outside or do any chores. So I was like, I was just covered in shit after like 2 hours, but I was like, this is great. I'm outside. I'm smoking some butts. I'm drinking a beer. It's like I'm outside.
Plus, at your parents' house, you can smoke inside, right?
No, only my dad's allowed to.
What?
Yeah.
That's
So we used to be able to smoke inside, but that's gone. It's mostly in the garage and just outside. So
you were being summoned to dig a post hole.
yeah, we dug to put up a bird nest. They're trying to put up this bird nest to attract purple martins that eat mosquitoes. Yeah, a birdhouse. It's like a 14-foot pole or something, and yeah. So I kind of helped, but then I left on the day that they were putting it in, so I didn't have to deal with it.
So it's like one of those big like birdhouses that are like it's got like 4 holes in it.
Yeah, and it's just it's like probably I don't know 8 feet wide or something because they've been there for like 30 years and it's on like 3 acres, so they just have all this. It's a bird like sanctuary. They get orioles and cardinals and all this shit.
What is the point of this birdhouse? What you said it's
to attract purple martins, which eat mosquitoes.
Oh,
yeah.
Sound like a bird mansion to me.
Yeah. Fucking getting some mercenaries in there to eat them bugs.
That's cool. Like I like that. You're bringing in species to eradicate the bugs in your around the home. That's fucking cool, man.
Did Brian? Was there any other Brian stories that we may have missed or anything?
He's just not. He did want to go to a bar one night. I was like, Brian, we can't go to a bar right now. What are you talking about? He goes, no, there's like plexiglass between the tables. Like that just do you not. Because you know why anyway. But is my brother Aaron from Arizona came in and me and Brian and we hung out. We pretty much never left the house except to go to the gas station like twice, and a lot of bonfires, a lot of suds, a little bit of booze, and just hung out and shit.
Burns, have you been? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I just want to know: does Brian wear a shirt when he goes to the bar?
He wouldn't if he doesn't have to. As soon as he gets home from work, he's walking out shirtless the whole time.
Hell yeah.
Him like tugging a t-shirt down while he's walking into the bar, and then immediately outside, just bam.
He did want to challenge me to a heavy bag contest to see who could hit the heavy bag the longest.
Yes.
And then and I was like, I don't know. And then they were asking me how fast I could throw a baseball, then making fun of me. Then it's brothers.
It's pops. It's pops. Burns, have you been? I showed you guys that photo that I got of the Roost and their parking lot set up. Have you seen any of that going on over there?
I have not. I almost went to investigate today. I had to go over to Glendale to Bill's to get a 12 ski for the show here, and I was gonna go by the Roost, but I was just too damn sweaty, and I just needed to get back home into the AC. I couldn't do it.
I just don't know what they're running. This photo features some tables with like 4 chairs at each, like separate around this parking lot that's behind the Roost. But bars have been ordered closed. And I mean, I guess they have food that they serve, but it doesn't seem like that place is designated as a restaurant.
I don't know if I love the Roost, but I'm not trying to hang out in a folding chair in the parking lot with a bunch of old freaks. I'd rather just.
Well, even if you're alone, you're going like, we're just now sitting in a parking lot.
Yeah, just get a 6-pack and drink it at home.
I drove by today with Oscar on our lunch purposely so we could see based on that photo, and they just have that parking lot fence up, but that was it. I didn't see any tables. Also, it was hot as shit today, and it was like 12:20.
Wait, they put fence up?
Where the parking lot is, like facing that alley, there's like a yellow chain now, like blocking it so you can't park there.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if she's making the homie Ben be out there like dragging tables out or what, which I hope not, because that would suck.
Yeah.
Me and Burns talked about it before, like, and I told him I wouldn't hang out there, like if we had to be in the parking lot, and like part of that's so no one can see me. And then you drive by, I'm just sitting there, and shit pants is like 2 tables over, dancing, sweating.
I've had that before where I've been outside the Roost and like I was outside of Dave's on Broadway and someone texted me, "Oh, you're a Dave's on Broadway guy now?" Like, like drove by and I was like, "Oh no!" Like it's escalated to this.
What's wrong with Dave's?
Dave's rocks, man.
I do like Dave's on Broadway. Sometimes it's a little bit. I think I told you guys about. There's one time during the baseball playoffs, I went there by myself on like a Tuesday, and I was drinking a beer, and these old guys, they go, "Hey, buddy, you think it's okay for teachers to hit the kids?" And I was like, "They're gonna say that you should be able to," and I go, "No, I don't think so." And he goes, "What are you, a pussy?" They go, "Teachers hit me. I turned out fine." I'm like, I don't like. We're all drinking on it by ourselves on a Tuesday, so I don't know if we came up. But and then it's just like
It might not be fine.
But it's so because there's so many weird characters that come in, and it's like I just sit there and have a few beers and just.
I like that you can see your tab there at all times. It's like on that screen, you can see the damage you're doing.
Yeah.
I love that. And the backups are great.
I'm just saying that there's some of these bars that I don't want to be seen sitting outside of on a like, you know.
I don't care.
That's fair.
Like, I don't need that image. Already portrayed enough.
It's not like I'm getting on TMZ or something.
Yeah, I'll say when this shit started and, there were like the T-shirts and the GoFundMes to like help places, I only supported New York bars. You know what I'm saying? So it's like no bar out here has really fucking like Dave's. They would let you bank some shit before happy hour ended.
Yeah, if
the right person was working, but no one has as much run as we get at the Roost. No one's treated us the same way.
Yeah. What, one free drink there?
Yeah, right.
We've complained about this numerous times. We've done on this show, like, we're regulars there. We spend a lot of fucking money. New York bars would kick you buybacks over and over and over again.
Yeah. Even homeboy at TG hooks you up.
Yeah.
It ain't free shots here and there.
Yeah.
It ain't right. We are whales. We should be getting suites. Sai should be letting us sleep in the rafters.
What about us? We're supposed to be able to move into the Roost when this shit started.
Motherfuckers.
Vince, what's next for the beard? Like, we have something to look forward to? Are we going to go down to a goatee or?
I don't know, man. I'm like, I kind of want to see where it's going to go. It's only in those moments, when I've got like soup dripping out of it or some other issue that I'm like, I got to get rid of this fucking thing right now, but generally I'd like to just try to keep going. But when it happens, my plan is to sort of, begin to whittle it away and at least offer photographic evidence to you guys about it,
I'd like to see you wind up there.
What'd you say, Gnarly?
Start braiding that shit slowly in certain places.
Yeah.
Little thin ones here and there, some beads.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like just a couple, like a Pirates of the Caribbean type vibe, just like here and there. Keith Richards, just a little something, just a little accoutrement.
Chunky highlights.
You should do the the silver
Salvadorian shade.
Silver Dali, the great artist Silver Dali.
But you should do the Salvador Dali, but it's the handlebar comes down here, and it's just.
Are any of you guys watching Perry Mason?
Yeah,
Kinda
I saw that. We don't have HBO here, but I saw the first couple at my dad's house, so I guess I'll catch up on it in 2 years.
Pretty hard to fucking follow, man.
And also, there's some. I wasn't into the dead baby stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, is there babies in
It
it?
was a little much.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet.
Well, there's a dead baby in it.
Did you guys watch that Night Stalker show?
No.
Did you see the newest one where they show those like weird PSA ads about rape that are like very like not chill?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the Golden State Killer doc that's on HBO based on that book.
Michelle McNamara.
Yeah. And it's like, they just talk about how of the time, where like it's like
She
these rape
stopped the
PSAs
window
and they're
shop.
like,
So
this
she
woman-
deserved it.
she was looking in shop windows at night by herself, like
Unbelievable.
like just blaming it's crazy. But
In all seriousness, I think it's worth, when you can, to go and get like a beard cut, like a haircut but a beard, and just take it down like an inch or something.
Okay.
Where are you at right now? Is that like 3 inches almost? Like 2, like 4 finger width?
it does feel like
At least like
I'm not
2
sure how to
inches.
demonstrate
That's
this.
easy.
I'm
That's
touching my
easily like
chin.
2 inches.
Touching my chin and it's going all the way down to the hand here.
That's like,
Ow!
damn. You shampooing that, or you got like some oil?
Oh yeah, no, I shampoo it and then I blow dry it when I get out. But that was
It's
yesterday.
so cool when you get out of the shower. You're like, yeah.
It's just like I'm like a drowned rat, I got to fucking breathe some life back into the thing,
Dude, you got to grow the Crambone Tom and Jerry mustache.
I feel like I could do that very easily.
Rambo's sick.
Cranbone's underrated.
Crambone.
I mean, my barbershop is back open. They're only doing head. You can't take your mask off, but the other day when I posted a photo of myself with the shaved head, my barber follows me. I felt like I had to reach out and be like, "Look, dude, I only shaved my head. I'll be back in. I don't think it's chill for me yet to fucking roll in, whatever. Like, make some peace." But
Are you still going to Atwater, or you got a different spot?
no, I've been going to Sweeney Todd's over there on Hollywood.
Yeah.
I got to do that.
I've never been there because it's so hard to get in. I worked there all those years. I never went in. Also, I dated someone who cut hair next door to the shop, so I had free haircuts then. But I've never had a Sweeney Todd cut.
Yeah. It's I mean, our friend of the show, Danny the Butcher, he's the one who kind of told me to go over there. But
Danny's hair is always on point.
Should we talk about our first barber in New York City?
Dominic,
Yeah, Dominic.
how many heart attacks?
Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, he was telling a story about his buddy who had like nine heart attacks.
Yeah.
9?
Yeah, and he's telling me, he had 8 heart attacks, and then he's in the hospital about to go home, putting on his shirt. He had another heart attack.
Yeah. He was like the most Italian dude. So cool. Vince. Well, how's your father?
One time he was, I'm just quoting, he was complaining, he was making fun of Puerto Rican people. And he goes, Jesse, a baby fucks and they celebrate. He didn't like the Puerto Rican Day Parade or something. And he goes, I'm telling you, a baby farts and they celebrate.
It's just pointless. I like the Puerto Rican Day Parade. I didn't have a car. Shit, like that's the only reason. Like going through Midtown when I first moved there. I remember I was staying in a hotel because I didn't have an apartment yet. Walked out, I was like, "This is fucking awesome!" Like people are just lit. There's butts everywhere. This fucking rules.
And also, it isn't like Italians in New York aren't constantly fucking jamming up shit with their.
Hey.
That was the deal, dude. Because we lived in a Puerto Rican neighborhood, and around the Puerto Rican Day Parade, they would hand that flyer out that was like, "It's not okay to grope women and to like inappropriately touch women at the Puerto Rican Day Parade." It's like,
Is that because of that one video that came out that one time?
there ain't a parade in this town that ain't got that shit happening, you know?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Go ahead, Gnarly. Sorry.
Remember eFuck had a video where they showed like these French tourists just getting like attacked at one of those things.
Mm.
So maybe that's like where that flyer came from. I remember that was like early days internet being like, whoa. Like New York looks crazy.
Well, I mean, it didn't matter if it was fucking Halloween. The streets would run with vomit. If it was fucking St. Patty's Day, if it was the fucking
SantaCon,
fucking bullshit.
SantaCon.
oh my God, Halloween was like a nightmare. It's just
If it landed anywhere near the weekend, it would just be fucking 4 days of fucking shit, you know?
it'd be like Halloween. You'd always see like, you know, drunk girls holding their shoes, punching their boyfriend or something, and then just drunk guys dressed up like Frankenstein and.
I remember beauty bars. We were just like, we're not running on Sunday because it's fucking Halloween or whatever. Like, too close to Halloween, it's gonna be a fucking shit show. You know?
It was fun, you know. Like that's the thing. Like New York, you just never felt in danger. I never felt scared. You know, no matter what the fuck was going on, it felt like you were part of it as opposed to just in it. You know, like the energy was just. We were on trains all the time. You're like this. You become so accustomed to just being with all kinds of different people. Like in your personal space, you got a dude with his hand in your armpit. Like you're very intimate with other human beings, and it just makes you just part of this whole fucking thing. Never felt scared. I never got like mugged or beat up or challenged or anything. And we very well could have, all of us stumbling home at 3 a.m. by ourselves and shit.
I was never drunk once in New York. I took a breathalyzer every night. I topped out at the one time I topped out at 0.07.
I remember begging you. I was like, we moved here. We don't even have cars anymore. Why are you doing this? Actually, just the other day, I was telling Georgia, I was like, yeah, there was like once or twice in New York that Jesse and I tried to like not drink for a period of time. And we'd just be sitting on the couch looking at each other, being like, going so slow.
Yeah, we just sit on the couch and it's like, okay, we're doing it, but who cares?
Remember I had to go on antibiotics for probably don't, but I didn't drink for like 2 weeks or something because I had antibiotics. And like I remember coming over and just being like, nope, not drinking. You guys just I just sit there, god damn it, just smoke weed and drink like Diet Coke, and it's just terrible.
I don't know. The 2 times I've had to take antibiotics, I drank and it was fine. So take it from Dr. Jesse Pop.
Wear your mask and drink whatever the fuck you want.
Oh, and I tell you, I went to 7-Eleven today, and I went from the car into the store, and I had a brain fart, forgot to wear my mask. And the cashier goes, sir, you need a mask. I go, oh, shit, sorry. I get my mask, come back in, and I go, hey, I'm sorry. I just wasn't thinking. And she goes, thank you for being so nice. Everybody else just yells at me. It's so wild that just by being normal, people be like, thank you. Like, it's nobody's wearing their fucking mask.
So we drove by Hugo's today too, and they have a big like people are putting like cards like somebody died there, like letting them know like we care about you, like we're sorry you had to close because everyone was fucking mistreating your staff and like spitting on them and shit. It's weird over there right now.
You see that shit, Burns, from Hugo's?
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, for the viewer, Hugo's Tacos is a local taco stand. I think that they have 2 locations, and they had to shut one down because people were so vile about not about having to wear a mask that they were verbally abusing and spitting on the workers there. And it's just like,
it took 2 weeks off. They're like, fuck it, we're closing.
It is just fucking unreal that, like, you think that you don't, those tacos aren't like your birthright, man. You know, wear a mask or you don't get any fucking tacos, or just shut your mouth and go home, make your own fucking tacos.
I did this weekend. Been blowing my ass out ever since.
Looked like you had quite a spread there on the 4th, dude.
Yeah, I was doing chorizo and carne asada burritos. And then I had 2 of them that day. Finished the other half. 1.5. And then Saturday, or yesterday, I didn't make any rice. So I couldn't do the fried rice. So I just made another burrito. Then Marina was just like shaking her head. I'm like, what? You don't want to waste this food?
No more burritos.
Love burritos.
Fuck. I think we did it this time.
Okay.
Did we? I'm not trying to fucking kill this show.
I'm just kidding.
A little sauce on it, a little extra hot sauce.
Yeah. Let people know where we stand, man. Monday Night Beers.
We
We'll
did
see
it.
you next week.
Forever.
Good thing.